Asian dota2 Gold Occupation and Invitational competition, how it's called this tournament, two Asian teams, Neon eSports and the guys who call themselves Look for Sponsors. Not sure if that's their real name or they're just really looking for sponsors for their team, but hey, for anyone watching, if you have some money to spare, there are guys who play serious Dota and are looking for sponsorship. And here we are in the drafting phase of game 3, the 1-1, this is the best of 3 series, and the 1-1 is until now. Neon eSports won the first game, and the Look for Sponsors team managed to make it even in the second game. So now it all comes down to one best of 1 game, and let's see what we will have in the drafting phase here. Chan and Spirit Breaker were banned by the Neon eSports, and from the Dire side on this game, Look for Sponsors will be on Dire, and they banned Enigma, Lina, and Magnus. So let's see what kind of draft do they have. In previous 2 games, in both games we saw Ursa. So Ursa maybe will get banned. Shadow Demon get banned. Amber Spirit first pick. This is kinda interesting. This Amber can go safe lane or mid lane, I guess. They also first pick Lina in the first game, Look for Sponsors team. So they are pretty much picking their mid hero as a first pick. I'm not actually sure if this is some kind of a tactic. They don't want to get their hero to get banned, but I'm not actually sure, but they are sticking to it. And now again, Amber Spirit probably first pick as mid, and now Rubik comes from Neon eSports as a first pick, position 4 Rubik most likely. They already played it once, and once yesterday, if I'm not wrong. They really like to play this Rubik, even if they don't see the enemy heroes and they don't see what kind of spells can this Rubik and Beastmaster coming. Okay, this can be some fast pushing strat from the Neon eSports. It can be. They played Slark versus Ursa Bristleback in the first game, and that Slark was unkillable. Basically, he won the game alone when he in the late game BKB Skadi and Blink Dagger. He just walked into the base and they cannot do anything to kill him. So maybe we will see Slark again. Let's see.
Dire team ban.
Ancient Apparition coming from in the first game. The Look for Sponsors picked their position 5, the last pick. It was Keeper of the Light, and it was the last pick. So they first picked Lena, and they were waiting until the end to decide will this Lena be a position 4 or position 2 or mid laner. So, and at the end, as a 5th pick, they pick Keeper of the Light. So very interesting. Now position 5 Ancient Apparition coming much earlier, and let's see how they proceed with this. With Ancient Apparition, some heroes are being definitely removed from the pool. There will not be for sure Huskar or anything like that. Troll is being banned from Look for Sponsor side, and let's see what Neon eSports decide to ban in this 4th round.
Dire team ban.
They ban Axe. Axe was picked by Neon eSports in the first game, and he gets counterpicked by Ursa, but Axe managed to play that game really well. He was the initiation. Yeah, Slark is being banned from Look for Sponsors, because based on that first game they don't want to deal with that Slark again. Slark, as I said, almost solo win the first game for Neon eSports, so they don't wanna let this hero in the pool again. And maybe they're looking to pick Ursa again. That can be the choice, and they don't want this Slark late game versus Ursa, that's for sure. Morphling getting banned from the Neon eSports side. And let's see what they choose to pick. Probably position 5 now. I suppose if this is for Rubik, this will be a position 5 pick now, most certainly. Beastmaster will definitely be 3 offlane. But let's see. 5 more seconds. They're still waiting. They're spending a lot of time thinking about this next pick, and it will be Grimstroke. As I said, position 5, definitely Grimstroke. In the first game they had a Rubik Warlock combination. Now they have Grimstroke Rubik combination. Not so bad. I feel like in the first game and also in this one, they lack some stuns. There is a Rubik lift, but Rubik lift at first few levels is not reliable. Stun is 0.8 seconds, if I'm not wrong, at level 1, and only 1.2 seconds at level 2. So not really reliable stun until the late game and late levels on this Rubik, and he will not max out the lift, I think, telekinesis anyway. So he will go for the Fate Bolt probably to help his laning. Grimstroke is it's stable pick. You cannot go wrong with Grimstroke. Also great. He is good in combination with Beastmaster. Double Roar can come out, so it's very useful and very good synergy. And Bristleback once more from Look for Sponsors team. They did pick up this Bristleback in the first game. He get to lane with Kotal, Keeper of the Light, versus Lark Warlock. So now he will have Grimstroke on that bottom lane, most likely, and we will see what kind of carry do Neon Sports decide to pick versus this Bristleback, who can be really annoying laner. Also, Bristleback can be played in a safe lane in the current meta, and it's pretty good actually. If they wanna put it versus this Beastmaster on the top lane, that can be very interesting matchup. But we will see. Neon eSports taking their time, not rushing anything. Beastmaster, Bloodseeker, okay. Bloodseeker, Beastmaster course for now. I'm not sure what this Bloodseeker supposed to do here versus their heroes. I'm not sure that he's very good versus Bristleback. I guess he doesn't really care about Quill Spray. He can just heal himself with the first skill, killing the creeps. So he doesn't care if he takes some damage, but we will see. Will this be a magic build Bloodseeker with a Radiance, Mjolnir or something like that? Skywrath Mage. Okay, this is position 4 Sky, if I'm not wrong. Maybe even mid Sky, but I'm not sure. I really don't think so. It's most likely the position 4, and he will be playing top lane with this Bristleback, while bottom lane will be Ancient Apparition, and one carry. We will see which hero will it be. Let's see what they decide to ban on Neon Sports in the last phase. They are again going into the reserve time. They're thinking a lot about this last ban and last pick. They do have Roar, I guess, and the telekinesis, but I feel like they're lacking stance on Bloodseeker and Grimstroke. They do not have the catch except for a Roar. Until now, I don't think you can rely on Rubik for telekinesis every single time, every single fight. It's very squishy hero, and he can get blown up by December. We will see what they decide to pick last, but first let's see what they decide to ban. Because one more ban. Naga Siren, okay, they decide to ban Naga. They don't have best ways to deal with illusions, so this is reasonable. Wraith King. So this is the safe lane. Definitely Amber mid. The Bristleback will be offlane, no surprises there, and Wraith King as a position 1 and a carry on a safe lane with will be playing with that Ancient Apparition most likely. He can deal very well with the Beastmaster, and it will not be so easy for this Beastmaster to push fast and to put aggression on the lane, which is why this hero is good. So this is a really good pick from Wraith King. He doesn't care if he gets raptured because of his second life. And about the mana drain, there is no any spell on the Radiant side, on the Neon Esports team, that can really really drain his mana, so unless they now pick up some... No, it's Kunkka.
Choose your hero.
It's Admiral Kunkka. Where is this? Yeah, it's Kunkka mid versus Amber. Not very good matchup for Amber, but we will see how it goes.
Someone's connection dropped.
Someone got disconnected, I'm not sure who it was, but someone is disconnected right now from the game. Probably will have pause as soon as the game starts. And yes, I'm not actually sure. The lanes are looking good for the dire side, except for that mid lane where Kunkka definitely can beat December. I'm almost sure that this matchup is not so good for Ember, but let's see how Aiki from Look for Sponsors team will play this mid lane. Sorry about this. So we are still waiting for the reconnect, I think. It will be pause just after the game starts, but let's see what this team can offer. So definitely looking to the pushing potential. Of course, if we look at the dire side, Amber can split push the lanes. If he goes for that boots of travel, Maelstrom or something, he can split push the waves really fast. The others are not so great. I guess Rat King with his skeletons later on can be really annoying and can hit towers really hard. But from I'm not sure for the Neon eSports. They do have the Beastmaster. Okay, Beastmaster can take down towers fast. But not much pushing potential. Yes, Kunkka can clear waves, but he cannot hit the buildings very fast. So I guess. Let me just set the free camera. Okay. So let's see. Amber is going to this mid lane. Kunkka, he will go to the bracer first, I think. Let's see. Ratkin going that top lane with ancient apparition. As I said, no surprises there. Bottom will be Sky and Bristol. Sky doesn't have any mangoes or anything. He does have a Sage's Mask, so he has a little bit more mana regen, but nothing special. Bristle does have 3 mangoes, and it's clear that he will try to quill spray as much as he can to abuse that spell in this bottom lane. Let's see the runes. Bristleback and Sky really strong at level 1. They can just spam the quill spray and the concussive shot. Actually, I was thinking that he will take Arcane Bolt level 1, but no. I guess because the mana, this is 80 mana, this is 90, this is 60 damage, this is 100 damage. So yeah, less mana and more damage. It does make sense. So let's see the first rune. They are fighting over it. Rat King on top lane. Okay, it will go 3 runes for the dire side. So yeah, Rat King Sky. Only Rubik pickups the rune for Rat King. Yeah, Bristleback took the bottom rune, so 3 runes for the dire side. Looking good to start this game. Here it can be interesting lane. Always possible to kill with this amount of nukes coming from Bristleback and Sky. As you can see, Sky already abusing that consecutive shot, concussive shot or whatever it's called. Sorry, I'm not very experienced Sky player. Lane is already being pushed to the dark side of the lane, so this is looking good for Bristleback. On the top lane, Rat King, I think not much kill potential here. Not at least until level 5 or 6 on any of these heroes. On the mid lane, Kunkka, for now it's pretty even after these first 2 waves. Kunkka forced to salve up. and he now he takes the lead, 7 last hits compared to the 6 of the Ember, but for now it looks pretty even. The problem will become when he's faking the torrent to just to scare the Ember away, and the problem will be when the Tidebringer gets level. It's already second level in Tidebringer. It will do so much damage to any melee hero on the mid lane, so it's very hard to stay in lane. But we will see. Ember, his regen, he has a salve, so he can commit a little more, take some more damage, and then go back. Yeah, he will kill this wave and go back and salve up, so not okay. Ember. Oh, Kunkka misses the torrent. This could be the first blood solo kill on mid if he hit the torrent. Hasted Sky coming mid now. Can he kill Kunkka? No, Kunkka will TP to his tower, actually, not to the base. He has Tangus, not a salve, so he doesn't wanna go all back to base and leave this lane free for Ember. On the bottom lane, kill on Bristleback. So Inkswell is committed and Bristleback got stunned, and actually not first blood because they shared the kill. Tower killed the Bristleback actually. On the top lane, nothing special going on. Rubik less than a half HP. They are committing on this Beastmaster with Froze, with Chilling Touch and Cold Feet. This Ancient Apparition is doing pretty much damage, and this will be most likely the first blood. And yes, it goes to the Rat King. 1-1, both offlaners go down at 3 minutes mark, so okay, this Rubik is stunned, and most likely this Rubik will die. Yes, to Ancient Apparition on the bottom lane. No, on the mid, Kunkka goes down. Sorry, I was watching the action on top and I did not see the Kunkka went down to a solo Ember Spirit. I was not expecting this, to be honest. He must be he was very low HP, I guess, less than a half HP, and he died. Okay, Nusselgo is already skilled by a Bristleback. He wants to keep this Bloodseeker away from a creep wave and not let him free farm at all, so that this was expected. As I said, a huge amount of damage coming in these early levels from a Bristleback and a Skyrat Mage mid. Okay, this Ember is playing very aggressive, I guess. He does have a bottle and a regen rune on top. It's okay. Rubik with telekinesis, as I said, at first levels not so reliable stun. He did manage to lift the Ember, but he already picked up the. No, he did not pick up the regen. Rubik picked up the regen rune. Yes, he did. Sorry, I thought that Ember bottled the regen, but no. Rubik actually with telekinesis did manage to steal that regen, very important regen rune from Ember. So now Ember without any kind of regen. Rubik is coming. They see that he doesn't have regen, and this Ember is going down most likely. Yes, X marked the spot. He dodges the torrent, but he will eventually go down to a right click from Kunkka. Great rotation from Rubik to this mid lane, and to even the things up because Kunkka already got behind. Now he's first at last hits, 30 last hits, 3 denies compared to the 24 and 3 from December. 5-minute runes goes to, okay, even. Sky and Bristleback took the no, again it's 3 runes for the dire side. It's already 6 and 2 in the runes, so significant amount of gold. As you can see, it's 5 minutes in, it's already 2k lead for the dire side, and mostly because of that runes and this Rat King having a great game actually. Can this, yeah, Beastmaster used his salve, but he cannot. And on the bottom lane, he cannot survive, and on the bottom lane, Greenscrow goes down. Kunkka rotated to this mid lane to kill this Bristleback. You both used as well as the torrent. Can they catch this Bristleback? Yes, they can. Bloodseeker get the kill, and the Sky going back doesn't want to commit to try to save the Bristleback. I don't think he can actually. He doesn't have the silence, the ancient seal, so he can only nuke 1 or twice with his. Actually, only once with this amount of mana. So he couldn't actually do anything to help this Bloodseeker. It's a great rotation by Kunkka once more. And now on this bottom lane, Bloodseeker can finally get some farm. He's not doing so well, not so bad, but not so well either. Now he has a phase boost. It will be easier for him to get in and out of the creep wave for the last hits and not get a lot of stacks of a quill spray. But they are committing again. And this bristleback with 3 heroes, Rubik rotation again, but not enough damage. Nukes coming from another nuke, and this Rubik might die. Yes, he does. He dies to Skywrath Mage. Grimstroke is dead, sorry, not Rubik, to a Skywrath Mage. On the top lane, the tower already goes down by this Wrath King with his skeletons. 3 points in a Mortal Strike, so this is a lot of skeletons. 6 skeletons, if I'm not wrong, is the maximum on the 3rd level. So first tower to go down is the top tower from Wrath King and Ancient Apparition, very aggressive, and Wrath King is still on this top lane. He doesn't want to leave this Beastmaster farm at all, and he is not in a really good state. He has only 20 last hits in 7 minutes, while the other offlaner, the Bristleback, has 45 last hits. So Bloodseeker cancelled his TP because Kunkka arrived and rotated on this bottom lane, while mid is left to Rubik, to position 4, to get some XP and to get at level 6 as soon as he can. But Rubik is also now tipping bottom. They wanna commit on this Bristleback. Grimstroke, will he die? He will die. The Rapture is committed. Bloodseeker chasing Sky, and he managed to drop him down. Wrath King is raptured. He does have his ultimate, so he dies for the first time. Now can they catch the Ember Spirit on the backside of the fight? Yes, they can. Ember Spirit goes down to the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker hitting this Wrath King. He is X-Mark back. Can they manage to kill him second time? He destroys an observer board, actually dewarded that spot, who will go down eventually, and it will be the Wrath King. They managed to kill him twice. Triple kill for a Bloodseeker. Great comeback into this game. Now they turn back and Sky again. Bristleback is back with Nasal Go. He's chasing. He has 3 points in Quill Spray, and he did manage to kill this Grimstroke. They will go back to safety, and the fight goes in favor of Radiant. Triple kill for this Bloodseeker. And now let me see the net worth. He is second in net worth. He didn't have a great lane at all, but with this triple kill he is just behind that Wrath King, who died twice in that fight. Reincarnation used, and then he died again. Now Ember Spirit committing. He managed to kill a Rubik. Boat is dropped. Can he kill this Kunkka? No, he doesn't even try. Okay, Bloodseeker is chasing. And Ember Spirit just bottle up, and everyone goes back to safety. They are pinging the Wrath King on top lane. They do know that Reincarnation is on cooldown. He doesn't have any fighting items. He's going for Armlet first, if I'm not wrong, these 2 items. Probably he's going for the Armlet first, so no Mask of Madness, actually. Yeah, or Armlet, he's going for Armlet, definitely. 10 minutes rune. Top runes picked up by Radiant, bottom runes picked up by Dire, so 2 for 2 this time. Kunkka is trying to steal this stack from the... yeah, and he will manage to do so. Kunkka farming this stack on the Dire side of the map. They are grouping up around this top tower. They wanna take this tower off the map. Very important tower to control this Dire side of the jungle and to prevent this Wrath King from farming. On the other side, they are grouping up around doing the same. They are grouping around the Radiant safe lane tower, trying to take it down, and they will most likely manage to do so. The Radiant doesn't. They do not want to defend this tower. They don't want to engage right now. They just split and farm. Amber on mid versus this Rubik. Rubik has level 6 now, almost level 7 actually. These Kunkka rotations allowed him to stay on this mid lane, take some XP and some farm. He already has arcane boots, mid lanes, and he's level 7 now. So pretty good. It's very important for this Rubik to get levels as early as possible to get some XP. So
Radiant's bottom tower
very
has
good
got
vision
tower.
from the dire side. Okay, boat is being used on this bottom lane on Bristleback. No, he cannot stay alive here. 3 heroes committing onto this hill. He's been silenced, Inksweld, and Kunkka takes the last hit and the kill on the Bristleback. Double bracer on this Kunkka for now on Facebook. He's going for the Spirit Vessel next. Yeah, Spirit Vessel, really good item versus Rat King as well as the Bristleback. Rat King has his armors now. Okay, the Beastmaster went down to a Sky ulti is being committed if I'm not wrong. No, he is level 7, but he did not skill his Mystic Flare. I'm not sure why. It's definitely a lot of damage. It's 750 damage over 2.4 seconds duration now on the mid lane. Rapture is being used on the Bristleback, not the ideal hero that you wanna use Rapture on. It's very tanky. X-Mark Torrent. But Ruby goes down. Rapture is used, but nothing as a follow-up now. They chase this Kunkka. Do they see him? Yes, they do. He's the Tidebringer now. He used the X-Mark and the boat. Will he connect? Yes, it will on the Ember as well as the Torrent. Ulti from Ancient Apparition can, but it won't be necessary since the Kunkka goes down to a Rat King. So now things looking good for Dire. It's 3k lead at 12 minutes in, and they are looking to push this mid and remove this tier 1 tower from the mid lane. It's very important tower, so I do think that Radiant will commit to defend this. Will at least try, or
Structures have been
they
fortified.
use Glyph. Amber is chasing this Rubik.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
He knows that Rubik is alone, but he will not commit any further. He's silenced. Rapture on okay, bad coordination here. First Rapture, then Solo Bind. It would be double Rapture if okay, Amber dies anyway to the Rapture, but it will be double Rapture if Bloodseeker waited just 1 second for the Soul Bind to come out first from this Grimstroke. But Ember Spirit still goes down, and tier 1 tower on mid for Dire is also down. Some great vision from the Dire side. These deep wards in the jungle enables them to see everything in the Radiant jungle. These wards can... This sentry ward, they try to deward, but it's out of the range as well. Okay, this sentry ward actually... They do not see this ward or what? I'm not actually sure, because they do have sentry here. And they do see this observer, but they do not want to deward it now to break the smoke. There are 3 smokes rotating. Do they really want to commit to this Ancient Apparition? Ancient Apparition knows, like... Maybe she even saw, thanks to this ward they smoked, thanks to this ward who gets devoured now. They smoked in this area here, so... In this area here, so they had double ward. They had observer here and observer on this cliff here.
Dire's bottom tower needs
So maybe
some
this
help.
Ancient Apparition saw them smoked. Okay, now they are grouping up. Team fight can occur here. Steering chains on 2. The rams being used. Kunkka is trying to TP away, and they cannot prevent this from happening. So Kunkka will go back to safety. Rubik as well. He doesn't have a TP, 13 more seconds, so he's just joking into the trees. Rat King free farming top. He is going for the blink, and now he has a blink. Blink armlet on Rat King 15 minutes in. Going for the runes.
Radiant's top tower deserves just
Again, it will be 3 runes for the Dire side. Only Bloodseeker managed to pick up 1 rune on the Radiant. So network-wise, it's very close on the top of the list, but Bristleback and Rat King from Dire side are leading, and just behind them are is this Bloodseeker as well as the Kunkka. 1000 gold behind the Bristleback. Ancient Apparition. Ice Blast onto no one actually. He just used it to scout, I guess. Now Grimstroke and Ancient Apparition, they got silenced, both of them. Okay, Rat King is committing. He doesn't have mana for ulti. He needs to be careful here. If he dies once, he is dead. Now he does have mana for a reincarnation. Only Grimstroke goes down so far. They will use Shrine
not much good's happening
on
to
4
Radiant's
heroes
bottom
to
tower.
regen up. Bristleback. He has a haste rune if you wanna join this fight. He went for Medallion and Vanguard as first two items, and he's going for a Solar Crest, full Solar Crest. Will be some time until he completes the Solar Crest. Okay, Rubik. Silence onto the Red King, but this Rubik goes down. That's what I said when they pick up this Rubik, they lack the catch. They cannot rely on a Rubik to. He's very squishy to initiate these fights with the telekinesis. Red King jumping into the base and stun onto the Bloodseeker who goes down. They're chasing for more. This Kunkka, can he survive? Bot is already being used, but no, the Kunkka also goes down. Now they're committing to this tier 2 tower. Beastmaster was not anywhere close this fight. He's split pushing the top lane.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
He's going for a Necromicon, but I'm not sure that will help them. They cannot split push into the win because simply the dire side has this Ember Spirit who is going for the Desolator next. Interesting item choice, but okay. And I thought he was going for a Boots of Travel, but versus this kind of physical damage that is coming from Beastmaster Bloodseeker. Okay, the Roar is being committed on the top lane on this Ancient Apparition. Ice Blast, Ancient Apparition managed to fire Ice Blast, and the Beastmaster goes down to Ember Spirit and Sky. Sky managed to silence, and with Steering Chains, Ember just finished the job. Now things are looking great for the Dire actually. They are 7k gold lead at 18 minutes in. Let me see the next big items. Okay, the Afterlands from Rubik. It makes sense, they need catch from far away. He cannot just walk into the 5 heroes and lift somebody up or steal some spells. They do lack a catch. Kunkka X Mark is the only thing they can do for now, except for a Roar from a Beastmaster who doesn't even have Blink Dagger, so he also needs to walk in, just to walk in and use his Roar, so not a great catch from a Radiant side. And Dire is walking straight into the Rosh with Cold Feet. The Rosh is getting stunned. This Unlimited Solar Crest completed from this Bristleback. This Rosh will go down very fast. Rubik somehow dies on the bottom lane to Ember Spirit. Now the boat is being dropped. Soulbind as well as the silence used from the Grimstroke. But Ember just wins in. Can this Beastmaster go back to safety? Kunkka helped him with the torrent, but no, Ember managed to take a kill with the Sleight of the Fist. And Roche goes down to a Dire. Ember they are saving these Aegis for Ember. And Ember with the Aegis, 8k gold lead, not even 20 minutes into the game. Things are not looking good for Radiant. Grimstork split push the top wave and goes back. Only tier 1 tower on top lane is taken by this Radiant side. So far it's 20 minutes into the game and they have Beastmaster. So whose main job is to initiate and to push the lanes. In this game, I feel like he cannot do his job simply because he cannot split push the lanes, because this Ember can defend the towers all over the map, can split push as well, and then with Remnants go back into the fight. And he cannot initiate because he doesn't have a way to get into the fight. He doesn't have Blink Dagger, Shadow Blade, any mobility. He just has Vladimir's at 20 minutes into the game and going for that Necromicon to split push even more, but I'm not sure that that's what Radiant team needs to do. I do understand the logic behind it, but they are losing towers all over the map, and now they don't even want to try to defend this bottom. Instead they are split pushing. They are split pushing bottom, they don't want to defend top, and now TP is coming from the Dire side. They want to fight here. Ice Blast is being used from the Ancient Apparition, will not just for scan and will not catch anyone. Rat King blinks into the trees, but they could not catch anyone, and this is basically forced rotation. 4 heroes TP to this bottom tower to defend and to engage into a fight, but Radiant side is happy they are happy just to force this rotation and to drag the Dire heroes away from this top lane. They could just walk into the high ground with these Aegis and 5 heroes, but Instead, they decided to TP to bot and to defend that tower and to push actually the last standing tier 2 tower on the map for the Radiant side. It will go down most likely. The Radiant will not engage, will not defend. I'm actually not sure why Beastmaster is not split pushing the waves right now. He does hear the roar available. He see almost all heroes from the dire side are in this bottom side of the map. He should be split pushing top, and that's what he's going to do now. He will pick up this rune that is still standing on from 20-minute mark, and he will try to split push the top and try again once more to force the rotation and to force the TPs. Now they ping that top wave, and TPs are already coming. Sky TP to the shrine. Ember Spirit is also here. They do catch Ice Blast connecting, and Roar is being used, but defensively, but cannot save him from being dead. So now, yes, this is why this split pushing it's not supposed to work for the Radiant side. Its idea is good with Beastmaster. You need to split push the waves, but high mobility heroes like Ember can always respond to that split push, and I don't think that Ember is a threat to this Ember in any way. The Roar can be used only defensively to go back to safety, but as you can see, with help of only one hero, this Beastmaster goes down very fast and very easy. So now this can be a high ground push from a dire side if they decide to do so. Ember can rejoin the fight at any moment. So let's see what Dire is. Are they waiting for a creep wave on mid to push this high ground or no? They are just pushing. All the waves are now on the Radiant side of the map. The Radiant team is for Neon eSports. Okay, they are forced to make some play. They get trapped inside of their own base at 23-minute mark. They need to make something happen, and they smoke us for looking for a potential pick-off, but they will not find anyone because the Dire side are grouped as 5 in this Radiant triangle. In this area of the map, they are aware that something is happening. They are staying on the high ground where they have complete vision, sentries and observer wards, and will not get surprised by this smoke. And now the Radiant is forced to TP back. The Dire is inside of their base. This Rubik is first to go down and feel like Rapture is used. The Roar as well on this Rat King, but where is the damage? Bristleback, very low HP. He's still doing the damage. Greenstroke as well as the Beastmaster. They goes down. Ice Blast committed. Can they kill this Rat King? Inkswell, but Chain from the Beastmaster, from the Ember Spirit, sorry, keeps them in place. BKB forced from Kunkka. And he's barely 50 HP, stays alive, but only Bristleback dead from Dire, and if they want, they can commit a reincarnation. Okay, the age is just expired on Ember, so they need to be a little bit careful, but there is still a reincarnation on this Rat King who is toggling okay, he will go down for time, and reincarnation being popped. He's toggling the armlet, trying to stay alive. Once more, Ruby goes down to a Bristleback. They are all over the Radiant base, and the Radiants cannot do anything about it. Now the boat and the Rapture are committed only to kill an Ancient Apparition, and everyone goes back. Okay, Sky doesn't have any more mana, so but he has a Rat King behind him. No, they will just go back, take 25-minute bounty runes, push one more these waves, and try again with the next Roche. Probably tier 3 tower on mid did fall during this disengagement in Radiant base, but Radiant one more, they do not have any vision on the map, and they are trapped inside of their own base. Now they are moving as a group. Probably support from Radiant will try to devour now. Yes, they will. Will they see this ward? Yes, they will. Dire has very aggressive Rs, as you can see this one here that will spot anyone walking into the Radiant jungle, and they have 4 sentries in the Radiant bottom jungle. This sentry can spot this one, I guess, but they don't bother to devour it. I'm not sure that they are aware of it. Anyhow, there is a 1 lane ward here where they can see Beastmaster eventually split pushing the top. And this is, let me say, lane ward. They can see split pushing bottom and walking into the jungle. So very great vision from the Dire side, while Radiant has no vision at all. This one observer ward on the mid lane is kinda useful. It's I don't think it will get devoured. Not so common spot in this stage of the game. So there is also Shrine ward for the Dire to see any rotations through their jungle, I suppose. And but Radiant are three heroes trapped inside of their own base. Only Rubik and Bloodseeker at this bottom on this bottom lane. Rubik is devarding as much as he can, but there are still 3 sentry and 1 observer ward into this jungle. They see Bloodseeker with this ward. They know that he is bottom. He's coming back to base. Yeah, things not looking good for Radiant, and Dire are just walking in as 5 into this mid lane, trying to take the racks. Rat King silenced. X-Mark used on Bristleback as well as the Torrent. Bot is not committed yet. Ceiling. Okay, chains are committed again. Sleight of the Fist. Okay, this is the good combo. Soulbin as well as the Rupture, so double Rupture, and the Rat King Reincarnation is being popped as well as the Bristleback is going down. Soulbind with double Rapture, that was the idea with these picks, and finally pays off, but Kunkka goes down so fast. The Radiant, the Dire team turned back this fight around, and the Rubik dies and immediately buyback. Can they defend these racks? I don't think they can, and this full set of racks on the mid lane is going down. Axes, Thrilling Axes throw just to be thrown, actually, not doing anything. And the mid racks are gone. 28 minutes into the game, 19k gold lead for looking for sponsors team. Neon eSports, I repeat, this is the best of 3. It's 1-1. Neon team won the first game. Look for sponsors won the second, and they are very close to win this third game. Only 1 tower still taken from the Radiant side, and this one on the top lane. And they, as I said, they will have a problem with pushing with tower damage, with building, hitting, because they do have a Beastmaster, but he's very poor Beastmaster. He's even Sky as position 4 is higher net worth than this Beastmaster. He has only Vlads, and he changed up. He is not going for Necromicon anymore. He's going for an Aghanim Scepter. So not even a Blink Dagger. Not the Radiant team, simply except for Kunkka, doesn't have any way to initiate to catch the enemy heroes. Now the Bloodseeker will use BKB, but he will cancel his TP. Do they wanna contest this Roche? The game would be very hard, and the base will be very hard to defend versus, yeah, again Age is going to December, and their Radiant smoke, their team smoke immediately, and they are ready to push again into the high ground of the Radiant team. So this game is looking pretty much over, but it's Dota 2. It has everything can happen. So let's wait and see what Radiant team has to say about that. So Kunkka doesn't have really any damage items. He gets a Spirit Vessel and a BKB, that's all in a 30 minutes. Tier 3 tower on the top lane has already been taken down by this Rat King. He hits really hard, and he has an MKB now even, so Bloodseeker, Radiance. I guess that's the reason why Rat King went for the MKB, just to deal with that evasion coming from Radiance. Top set of racks is gone, and they're moving to bottom. Will this be a Mega Creeps? Radiant needs to commit for one last fight, one last stand on this base. X-Mark is being used on Bristleback as well as the Spirit Vessel. Tidebringer not doing almost anything. Now they're jumping into the base, and this Beastmaster Grimstroke just getting blown down as well as the Rubik. And I think this is a GG. These buildings on the bottom lane are falling down. Rapture is being used on Bristleback. BKB from Bloodseeker cannot, but he's not doing any damage at all. Kunkka gets Mystic Flared and brought down by Ember. Kunkka immediately goes back, X-Mark as well as the Torrent, but it's just poking them. There is no enough damage, there is no enough catch on this Radiant side, and from the drafting phase was clear that Radiant will lack some team fights as well. And now Kunkka died back. Yeah, Kunkka bought back and he dies again. This game is just over. Mega creeps and 5 enemy heroes alive from their side. This will be a GG 2-for-1 win for a look for sponsors team. Radiant is every respect for this Radiant team that is still trying to defend, and just now the GG is being called from Kunkka. Beastmaster will go down and a team wipe. 5 heroes dead from Radiant, and this is a GG. Really good execution and really good drafting from the team look for sponsors. So this win can only help them to find that sponsor that they're looking for. So thanks guys for watching. I will be streaming again more late. I don't know, maybe in half an hour or so. So thanks for watching, and see you later guys.